que ainda não sabe de tudo que vai rolar no Ghost Recon Wildlands, não se preocupa, porque tá começando o Ubi Responde especial, direto do evento de lançamento do jogo. Fala, Ubi Gamer! Eu sou a Marina e o Ubi Responde essa semana tá um pouquinho diferente, porque a gente tá gravando aqui em São Francisco, nesse evento exclusivo do Ghost Recon Wildlands. Então, eu vou fazer as perguntas de vocês direto pro produtor do jogo. Vamos lá?
Good question, Luis. It's a great question for us because I was working on Future Soldier and lots of people from Wildlands have worked on previous Ghost Recons. Actually, Wildlands started at the end of Future Soldier when we looked at what are the things that we wanted to do and how we could do something new and push the boundaries. So the big thing is that we took all the military shooter elements of Future Soldier. You have the drone, you have the sync shot, all those elements. But we brought them in this massive open world that is full of gameplay, of size, of interaction, of missions and side missions. And on top of that, we brought the co-op that works with a public matchmaking, where you can meet new people, but also in private matchmaking, where you're playing with your friends. And finally, the whole game is playable solo and co-op, and you can move seamlessly from one mode to the other without any issue in terms of the story and the progression. This is a great question because Gunsmith is back. Gunsmith that we had in Future Soldier is this system where you can customize your guns. You have basic guns, but you have lots of attachments. And all those elements make so many combinations that the same way that in Future Soldier we had lots of people showing us what crazy ideas they came up with, the same way we can expect that in Ghost Recon Wildlands you will be able to create lots of funky weapons. Hi Gabriel. Yes, we have a system called Character Smith. So the same way that in Gunsmith in the game you can customize your weapons, in Character Smith you can actually choose all the elements of the character you want to play. So you can play a male, a female. You can also choose to have facial hair, to have tattoos. You can choose to have a cap. You can choose your gear. So all those possibilities are there. And yes, it works for male character, but also for female characters. Hi Antonio, your question about the raids is interesting, but what we wanted to do with Wildlands is not to block you in a specific gameplay, but because you can play the co-op the way you want and all the missions are playable in co-op and you can move from solo to co-op, 2, 3 or 4 player as much and as often as you want without stopping the progression. We believe, for instance, that the way you're going to be playing a raid is you're going to decide, let's say, one night to catch up with 3 of your mates and play, let's say, mission 1 to mission 22, and then the next day you do it with other friends. So instead of us creating the rules, it's more you who can decide to play the game the way you want and have fun with it the way you like to play it. Miranda, what you need to know is that the ghosts are on a mission. They are deep behind enemy lines, and everything they do has to have a link with their mission. So what I mean by that is you have side missions, but they're always focused on making sure that the story is moving forward. So for instance, you're going to attack some convoys, you're going to help some rebels, but everything you're going to be doing will be for the core of the mission, because we have the feeling that the big thing in Ghost Recon is to make you feel like a ghost behind enemy lines. So the craziness is not so much about the sort of missions that you do, but how you do them. And this is where it's really exciting to see, for instance, that you can be in the middle of a core mission, and then for some reason a side mission pops up in which you see a convoy. You can decide, for instance, to steal a vehicle that is used inside a side mission and then move it and play it in the core mission. So lots of combinations between the side missions and the core missions. Alfredo, right now we are showing our co-op and our solo, but stay tuned for more information about Wildlands.
aí, curtiram as respostas do produtor? Lembrando que Ghost Recon Wildlands sai dia 7 de março para Xbox One, PlayStation 4 e PC. E se tiver alguma outra dúvida sobre o game ou sobre qualquer outro game da Ubi, pode mandar ela pra gente usando o hashtag Ubi Responde e semana que vem eu volto com mais.